Every year, the NYPD has used drones to spot subway surfers, stop the trains, talk to the kids, and show the video to their parents.
When people see a child riding on the top of a subway, they call 311 and 911. We've analyzed that data, and we're using that as our way of patrolling those areas.
Adams says parents have a role to play. Mac Rosenberg, 1010 wins on 92.3 FM.
Oh, some sad news out of Hollywood as actress Terry Garr has died. Always one of my favorites growing up, especially in one of my all-time top movies in Young Frankenstein with Gene Wilder.
Would you like to have a roll and say hey? It's fun! On the hay.
Garr also starred in Tootsie as Dustin Hoffman's friend and sometimes love interest.
I never said, I love you, I don't care about I love you. I read The Second Sex, I read the Cinderella complex, I don't care. I just don't like to be lied to.
Hoffman said yesterday, working with her was one of the greatest highs. There was no one like Terry Garr. She also starred with Richard Dreyfuss in Close Encounters and so many others. Terry Garr died yesterday after a long battle with multiple sclerosis. She was 79 years old. Wins News Time, 7:36.
It's a bad idea.
Rodrigo, Justin Timberlake, Green Day, Chainsmokers, lots more, all in one place. Where is that place? 1010 Wins Entertainment's coming up next. We'll tell you.
Take the time to take care of your beautiful, busy self. Whether that's picking out your favorites for a fresh homemade dinner or picking up the phone to schedule a mammogram. Take care of yourself by making breast health a priority in your life. Schedule a mammogram today at rwjbh.org/mammo. The one place for comprehensive screening and care. RWJ Barnabas Health and Rutgers Cancer Institute. Let's beat breast cancer together.
Want to keep your gas-powered engines running like new? Staples' proprietary formulas are proven by third-party testing to outperform the competition in keeping fuel fresh, preventing corrosion, and cleaning the entire fuel system. With Stable, you can have confidence you are doing the right thing for your engine's long-term health. Just pour into your gas can or fuel tank, then top off with fresh fuel. At every fill-up or when you store, start with Stable. Available where fuel additives are sold.
The future of cool, comfortable sleep is here. Introducing the new Sleep Number Climate Cool Smart Bed. The only smart bed in the world that actively cools and effortlessly adjusts to both of you. Sleep up to 15 degrees cooler on each side. It actively cools to keep you cool and comfortable throughout the night. Save on smart beds now during our fall sale. Exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
1010 Wins.
I love that I get the news without the bias.
Part of my everyday routine.
The news I care about.
1010 Wins.
92.3 FM.
He's like a polar
Well, Olivia Rodrigo is going to be there. So will Justin Timberlake and the Chainsmokers. Talking about Mexico's biggest music festival. There you go, Scott. It's the 14th annual Tecate Pa'al Norte Festival in Monterrey. I could say Tecate Pa'al Norte, but I can't say biggest. Green Day's coming. Benson Boone, Fall Out Boy, Charlie XCX. The 3-day event kicks off April 4th of next year. If you're looking to go, tickets go on sale next Tuesday.
Entertainment on 1010 Wins is sponsored by Shulman & Hill, New York's injury lawyers.
Go to hurtny.com.
That's hurtny.com.
There's one number you need to know. If you're injured and it's somebody else's fault, it's all nines.
The number is 212, all nines.
It's the number you call when you want justice. Nobody cares more about their clients than Parker Wade.
We're documenting history for future generation, folks. If you just landed on this video, that's the purpose of these videos.
For their clients, and they can help you too. Call Parker Wade. Tough lawyers, easy number. It's all nines. That's 212, all nines.
Space may be the final frontier, but it's also what a lot of us lack in our basement or garage. By switching to a Navien tankless water heater, not only will you have all the hot water you need whenever you need it, but you'll gain storage area as well. Maybe a place to display your space collectibles.
Highly logical.
Learn about Navient's series of high-efficiency tankless water heaters and how they don't just save space, but save dollars on your utility bills too. For more, go to tanklessmadesimple.com.
My friends, there has never been a bad time to win $10,000 for your small business. If you own a small business and can use the money, just go to 1010wins.com/challenge for all the info. That's 1010wins.com/challenge.
The News Watch never stops. This is 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Good morning. We're at 58 degrees at 7:40 on this Wednesday, October 30th. You'd never know it by the temperature. I'm Scott Stanford. Here's what's happening. Winding down the clock until Tuesday's election day. Trump, Harris feverishly looking to convert last-minute voters while the president weighs in on the Puerto Rico as an island of garbage controversy.
The only garbage I see floating out there is just supporters.
President Biden walking back that comment, saying he meant the supporters who spoke at the MSG rally. Police are on the hunt for a man who stabbed and killed another man during a subway stop in Coney Island last night. Yankee fans saying we ain't dead yet.
Alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Bombers take the Dodgers in Game 4. We get a Game 5 tonight in the Bronx. The plea is guilty on all charges. The woman running the daycare center in the Bronx, where exposure to fentanyl killed one child and sickened 3 others last year, takes responsibility for her actions. Rapper Tekashi 6ix9ine arraigned yesterday for allegedly violating parole of his supervised release. Elsewhere in the sports world, Rangers, Islanders, and Nets all lost last night. AccuWeather, unreal. Mix of clouds and sunshine, high around 73 degrees today. Winds News Time, 7:41, traffic and transit, Wednesday morning. Back out to the roads for you, Karen Stewart.
Let's check out what we see on Long Island's Big Three, shall we? We've got eastbound Southern State delays getting out to 28 for the Wantagh Parkway. We've got Northern State delays at exit 29 for the exit 39, Glen Cove Road crossover on the LIE, she meant to say. Plus, the LIE on the westbound side is busy, very busy, coming from around Little Neck Parkway and going out into Springfield Boulevard. And then it's okay for a little bit until you get to around 164th. And from there, it's busy out in Grand Avenue. And we've got more delays approaching the Brooklyn Queens Expressway. We've got Jackie Robinson Parkway problems, don't we? The Jackie Robinson on the westbound side at Queens Boulevard has an accident. The left lane is blocked, and the westbound Bell Parkway, Francis Lewis, has an accident in the center. Here's your Hudson's, what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. The inbound George is 40. The inbound side of the Lincoln is 45, and the inbound side of the Holland Tunnel has got a 55-minute delay. Mass Transit's doing well. Our next report in less than 10. I'm Karen Stewart, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
Well, more deadly violence down in the subways last night, this time Coney Island. A man dies after he's stabbed in the back. Glenn Schuck for us in Brooklyn.
It's not clear if the two men involved in this dispute knew each other or not, or if any words were exchanged, but in the end, the victim, a 54-year-old man, bleeding badly after a stab wound to the back, laying in the platform in front of the N train. He was rushed to the hospital where he died about an hour after this happened at 11:20 last night. There are no arrests as this manhunt is intense. The cops in the 60th precinct say they're fanning out all over the neighborhood to try to find the guy in his 30s they believe is responsible. Witnesses saying he was wearing a green shirt and aqua shorts at the time of the killing. He was last seen running down the steps of the elevated tracks and out into the night on Steelwell Avenue. Glenn Schuck, 1010 Wins, 92.3 FM, here in front of the N train in Coney Island.
Well, we're coming down to the wire here on the presidential election. Kamala Harris talking to thousands of supporters last night as she summed up her campaign for the White House.
In her closing argument to voters, the vice president drew contrast between herself and former President Donald Trump.
We are not a vessel for the schemes of wannabe dictators,
saying she will help average Americans.
I will deliver tax cuts to working people and the middle class.
And on reproductive rights.
I will fight to restore what Donald Trump and his hand-selected Supreme Court justices took away from the women of America.
Saying it's time to turn the page on Donald Trump.
That's Linda Kenyon reporting. Meanwhile, Mr. Trump held a rally in Allentown, Pennsylvania. The former president also on Fox News with Sean Hannity, talking about the Puerto Rico as an island of garbage remarks from comedian Tony Hinchcliffe. with at the MSG rally on Sunday. Trump said he didn't know the comedian, said he probably shouldn't have been there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's a big deal or not, but I don't want anybody making nasty jokes or stupid jokes. Probably he shouldn't have been there, yeah.
President Biden chiming in on the garbage comments.
And just the other day, a speaker at his rally called Puerto Rico a floating island of garbage. Well, let me tell you something. I don't know the Puerto Rican that I know, or Puerto Rico where I'm in my home state of Delaware. They're good, decent, honorable people. The only garbage I see floating out there is just supporters.
Well, after that comment, the president took to social media to clear up what he meant. Mr. Biden saying he referred to the hateful rhetoric about Puerto Rico spewed by a Trump supporter as garbage. His demonization of Latinos is unconscionable. That's all I meant to say, the president wrote. The comments at the rally don't reflect who we are as a nation. And let's go back to Mr. Trump on Mr. Biden's comments.
Terrible to say a thing like that, but he really doesn't know. He really, honestly, he doesn't. And I'm convinced that he likes me more than he likes Kamala. Convinced. But that's a terrible thing.
Well, Trump's going to be in North Carolina and Wisconsin today. Kamala Harris campaigning in Pennsylvania and North Carolina and Wisconsin as well. When's news time? 7:46. Come on, let's go.
All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me on this quick snippet of today's daily news. If you're wondering what the heck is this video all about, it's for future generations to be able to look back at these daily snippets of news in the New York metropolitan area. I want to thank my 30+ subscribers, your honorary historians for this mission. Your support is appreciated, and I thank you for your loyal viewership of these daily snippets. And we'll see you on the next episode.